We all know that games have a logic of their own, and so does Genshin. So here are 30 things that make no sense in Genshin. Starting off with our protagonist duo, which is pretty normal, right? Right? Especially if you perceive meeting flying fairy children as your daily life routine. Residents of Tevat clearly do, although there's no nation with this kind of creatures yet. No character seems to be surprised or interested. No one knows what Paimon really is, but no one's ever asked a single question. Everyone can also tell that Traveler is a foreigner, but no one's ever asked which nation are they from, while their clothes do not fit in any nation at all. These are not the only examples of Genshin characters' questionable logic. In Fontaine Archon Quest ending, we experienced Furina's trial that declared her guilty of pretending to be an Archon right before the eyes of the public, and no one wanted her to be exiled or killed? Of course, apart from Oratrice mechanic the Nice Cardinal. Has Fontainian's memory been erased? Why no one gave a shit? In the nation of drama? Yes, our Archon was a scammer. Anyway, back to my daily coffee. The fact that Poisson residents blame Furina for the cataclysm, while they were the ones who decided to live under sea level, with prophecy circling around for centuries, is wild, but understandable. People are just like that. Restaurants selling us their best recipes. Isn't this supposed to be a secret? What if someone uses these recipes and starts their own business? Natlan's people were too fascinated with dragons, ending up with the Saurian-based tribes, while the most broken being was standing before their very eyes. There would be no danger of Natlan's fall if they could learn anything from penguins. Your blade means nothing to me, mere mortal. The best thing is that Traveler fights treasure hoarders because they're thieves, but we see them mostly in deserted places, looking for forgotten treasures just like Traveler. What a hypocrite. Is that so hard to say, just get rid of your rivals? Is this stupidity or denial? Moving to weird ways of storage. Maybe Traveler isn't in denial, but their storage capacity limits are. Of course, the basic logic of all games is that backpacks can fit the whole world in them, but Traveler doesn't even have one. Also, I can tell how long some food's been sitting here, and they look as good as ever. I can only pity those NPCs that will end up eating them. Really, it's been like 3 years? At this point, what do we need mist flowers for, when frozen meat stays frozen on its own? Mysterious meat is very suspicious. Why can't it be converted to any kind of meat, even fish? Is it like those vegan products which people swear taste like meat? Yeah, the one that was boiled, dried, and then tossed into a microwave. But maybe I shouldn't pick on that, when even for the laws of Tevat, this meat is considered weird, if it has such a name. Not like these weird mechanics, though. The absurdity of the situation that you can freeze to death while having huge flames circling around you. Electro Archon can die cause there's too much Electro, and Hydro Dragon can drown. Both characters can't break rocks, but somehow when you dispatch them on an expedition, they're becoming professional miners. Fall from the height on the earth, instant death. Fall from the height to the water. Chill. These products look flawed. I'ma take them. Remember, I'm not a thief, I'm an investigator. I don't understand. Are characters levitating while speeding? Why do they leave no footprints? When under the water, characters can speak, which is pretty understandable, but Traveler and Paimon for some reason can in quests. Creating weapons is much less time-consuming than creating rocks for their ascension. Maybe we're not making them from scratch, cause we're using billets, but still, I don't think all these engravings are so easy to make. Oh, and there are even more interesting abilities of Tevat's flora, fauna, and objects. Why bother to bring special rocks for building of the Jade Chamber when every ordinary rock can levitate? Maybe I'm just dumb, gravity is a hallucination, air can't cool down, and hot air balloons staying still without fire is a pretty reasonable thing. I guess all those hours of studying physics were in vain. Biology also, although I wasn't the keenest student in it. Mint growing in the everlasting snow, is that Sucrose's doing? And Fontainians really have high technology as well for creating an unfreezable water, and an ever-burning flame in domains, but I don't think that's Fontainians' work anymore, so mechanical arrays and abyssal monsters are really thoughtful for lighting our way. Thank Thanks, bro! Don't mention it. Ever-burning flame and Natlan sure are related, so let's talk about phlogiston. It's a combination of all elements, but you get burned with fire when you touch it. Where are electro, dendro or cryo in here? Also, Holosaurus. Lose phlogiston while swimming in pure phlogiston? How does it work? Is it inassimilable in the state? Oh, and my absolute favorite, going into the underground place, which certainly is completely covered under the thick layer of dirt. And then you see Sans radiance for some reason. I think other than underground ruins, there's something which should see the light of the day too. I mean, Traveler and their poor quality of life. Imagine having a limit of furniture and gadgets in your home. There's no bathroom or toilet in there too. Whoever's decided it's not aesthetic enough and Traveler has to take baths at hot springs and dump in the woods. At least, there's always good weather. And the last but not least, am I the only one, or Pyrocoals looks like a rock, not fire? Since YouTube doesn't want to monetize my channel, while putting ads on my content nevertheless, I would be really thankful if you could support me through Ko-fi. There's a link to my Ko-fi account in the description of this video.